Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 19 of Kenshi Birth of a Hive. If you need a recap of the rules or goals, here they are, and let's get going. So, last episode we were following Red Rain and returning home, skirting around the Fog Islands because one of the rules is that I need personal protective equipment, i.e. gas or fog masks, like the ones Silvershade and Beep have on, to go into the Fog Islands. The reason behind that, if you're curious, is the idea is the fog, the crazy foggers are crazy because they have parasites, and those parasites might be contagious, and going into the Fog Island without protective breathing equipment could mean that we contract said contagion. Obviously, this is lore or role-playing, but I'm going to stick with it. Alright, so before I go any further, I want to say a big thank you to Camel Spider. So he created a mod that adds in 3 new hive buildings, which are a lot more usable than the ones I have been building. So it adds in a dome, a house, and a station house, and that will allow me to stay well within the hive-based architecture for a lot longer, possibly forever, which is really, really cool, so thank you. And I will be showcasing that this episode. So if you're curious as to what that looks like, it is both in the mod collection that is already in the description of this video, and you could just look it up on Steam if you wanted. Also, some other tips. Armchair Warrior and Raphael mentioned that if I want to play dead when I get knocked out, hit sneak, and they won't get up automatically. They'll just sort of stay down and play dead, and that's a really good way to have someone that's like missing one leg but could still crawl around, or missing one arm but could still try to fight, from entering the fight and getting themselves even further wounded. Although that is Ron's MO, so maybe he'd be upset if I forced him to do that. Let's see. That might be all of the tips and suggestions I have so far. No, actually, I wanted to mention something. So, a lot of people have been wondering what I'm doing with all of the characters that I have. So every single character, minus the ones that have been earmarked for other things, are going to be trained in combat. So right now, for instance, we have the home team and their manufacturing and all that. In fact, I want to check on them because I probably have all the building materials I need. Yes, I do. So Oboro, you are going to be copper mining, and Pillar, yeah, just that. That's fine. Just changing it up a little bit. Actually, oh, well, we're about to have a harvest of vegetables, and then we can make the vegetable farm maybe a little bit larger. But yeah, the copper will be nice. It's a good trade resource. So yeah, there's a few of the patrons that these characters are named after that have said, hey, I want to be a cook or a craftsman or whatever. And their pawns will dedicate their lives to that task. And again, if you have a character in this series already and you would like a specific role, like you want to be a fisherman, you want to be a guard of the hive, you want to be on the trade caravan, you just gotta let me know. I'm absolutely happy to oblige. With that said, all the people that are currently farming and working or whatever that they're doing, that doesn't mean that they're stuck with that for life. That is just a temporary thing. Everyone will cycle in and out. Eventually, what I might end up having is non-named after patron characters that end up, being the farmers if no one volunteers. Alright, so we are heading home, and we are aiming to get a lot of beautiful research done. I just have to tiptoe through the Shrieking Bandit forest here, because I am not about to take on hundreds of Shrieking Bandits. Not yet, at least. Someday, one day. I'm hoping. Man, even the wind is shrieking. Maybe it's just carrying their, screams. Now, looking at Red Rain here, Red Rain is finally up to 20 miles an hour. 11 without the backpack, but 20 miles an hour, and that's very, very handy, keeping a pretty good pace. I'm actually not seeing any Shrieking Bandits here yet, but I haven't... Oh, they're right behind me. Okay. I was like, where are they? Because usually they're here in mass. What if they're right behind me? That's okay. Now, there is Shrieking Bandit arms and armor that I can research, and I get that by killing the Wise Babblers. Same deal with the Cannibals. Kill the Cannibal leaders and you get Cannibal tablets. Kill the Shrieker leaders, you get Shrieking tablets. And that unlocks their arms and armor. I'm going to try to snake in here. One of the, I wouldn't say weaknesses, but one of the characteristics of the Shriekers here is they do sort of yell first and attack second. Sort of like a flash thunder type of deal, if you know what I'm talking about. Where in World War II, there was like call signs, make sure that the people hiding in the bush were friendly or not. The Shriekers scream to one another, and it gives you a little bit of time to walk past a big patrol without, you know, immediately being engaged. So, if I was interested in Shrieker Bandit technology, I'd probably have to take out the Screeching Beasts. So these guys, as you can see with their feathers, are one style of Shrieker Bandit, and then there's other styles. So these guys are like the Domes, and this is the Red Howler. Obviously far tougher. I mean, look at that armor and the weapon. I'm not there yet. I can't take them out. I won't be fighting them, but someday, for sure. I just need a lot more Dust Bandits under my belt. Work my way up. It's a pretty reasonable thing to do. You know, you... Alright, so once I get home, I'm going to have Queen stay home a little bit and do a whole lot of research while I send out a... let's call this a pre-trade caravan, because it's not really a trade caravan yet. But I'm planning on using a lot of the resources I got from looting the... Oh, here's... What are they? Cannibals? Rotten Foot Tribe cannibals? So Rotten Foot Tribe has bare feet, as you can see. And it looks... I don't yet know how to identify their leader. Some look more armored than others, but I don't really spot a leader in this group. Yeah, there's a lot of... I like what this mod does. It adds a lot of features to... and depth. And Red Rain wants to run straight at the cannibals. Wrong. Bad dog. Bad. We're going to run right in front of them instead. But yeah, so I'm going to get home, and then I'm going to start to craft. I want to use up all of the materials that I got from looting the beak things and the like, and put that to construction uses, and craft up some... start crafting, at least, arms and armor, while I send a trade caravan out to do a little recruiting and a little trading. The recruiting I'm going to be looking for is people to add in as craftspeople. So I have a list of patrons of mine that want to become craftspeople. Oh, a bunch of scrawny cannibals. They have not changed, if you're curious. They are very much the same as they've always been. Doesn't mean I'm going to stick around and let them eat me, though. But if I can lure them... Oh, they've already... Wait, why is Ron so far behind? He must have gotten stuck. But there's now a beak thing smashing his way through their line. Man, that is a far way for beak. Beak things generally don't... I don't know why Ron took so long, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Moving ahead. Okay, I'm about to walk into another group. And this is a Cannibal Punisher. Because I was following Hella and not Red Rain. That's not even that big of a group. If I was fully healed, I would consider it. And here's some more. This is a... Oh, it looks like that's one of their cannibal leaders, right? That looks like one of their tough guys. Fully armored, etc. He's probably in survival mode. Oh, he's a Lost Howler. Yeah, he has really, really, really high stats. I mean, take a look at how many of these spiders he's defending against. And you can sort of appreciate how tough he is. Unfortunately for him, the Queen doesn't really like these howlers, so I'm just going to take the opportunity to shoot him in the butt. Or wherever I hit him while he's defending. Maybe Silver Shade too, even though I'm carrying Chaz. Oops. Definitely got the attention of that spider here. I might actually be able to knock this one out. Chaz, how's your legs? 14 miles an hour? Still not quite there yet. Thorns actually might be able to, I wouldn't say win a fight, but be able to go to toe-to-toe with an iron spider with not too much damage. Just because, really, oh, already dying. Really high hit pool. Frenchie, are you our doc? You are our doc. Alright, let's first aid Thorns. Now, once I'm really well armored on a tank, I will be able to fight these things relatively, I wouldn't say easily, but easier than just being melted by Iron Spider. So that's pretty much what happens whenever I fight these things. They just melt right through me because I just don't have the arms or armor to deal with them. Totally understandable given my, basically, technology level. Alright, well that one's dead. I killed it. I'm sort of curious about that last babbler. He's... I don't even see where he is. Oh. You know what? All of these are rebooting. All of the guys down there are unconscious. The lost babbler knocked them all out, presumably. One is about to reboot. But, luckily, Beep runs fast and was able to loot before he came to. I don't know where that lost babbler went, but thanks for killing a bunch of iron spiders. Oh, he's right here. He's walking in on us. Alright, you know what? Everybody attack him. So he's going to be real tough, but I'm okay with that. We're going to use numbers to our advantage. In fact, drop Chaz. Okay, he's down. And gives 2 Shrieking tablets, and then a really unbelievably high... Oh my god, that thing is heavy. It's 97 kilograms? Whoa! It's does a lot of damage, but it weighs like a metric ton. Wow. And the armor is really good too, and worth a whole lot. I'm probably going to sell it because this armor is really extraordinarily heavy, and would super encumber us. Now this little Shrieker Bandit dude obviously doesn't... Oh, and a shirt. I'll take that. I think Queen's probably the only one that can actually wear it. Yeah, this little bandit dude hooked us up. Absolutely. Okay. Thorns is alive. Queen got to him. He's just unconscious. What else? We have... Uh-oh. Bunch of Canhead exiles. So Canhead is, as I'm sure you remember, got locked up. So those exiles there are his ex group that probably is not too happy with us because we sort of threw him in the clink. All right, let's take the helmet and take the tablets. Yes. Threw him in the clink, and yeah, that's not going to make anyone happy. So if I want to train strength, that weapon I looted would be extraordinarily good to train strength. Because it's so heavy. Alright, Silver Shade. I'm just going to load these guys down with these iron plates. This is not an you don't get a lot of opportunities to get these kind of iron plates every day, right? That lone howler did a wonderful job. Alright, so Red Rain is definitely the slowest, but right now I'm in Iron Spider territory, so I'm not likely to need to run very fast away from enemies, as long as I'm careful about where I walk. Just mouse over them and walk away. Ches is almost up to red rain speed, so I'm just going to have to be mindful that he's lagging behind a little bit. And we're almost home. Yeah, there's a lot of active spiders around here, aren't there? Yep, there's another one. They blend, they do, I mean, for being iron, they do honestly blend in pretty well. Which is, at times, frightening, because sometimes they look like stones. Yeah, there's some active ones. Not more active ones. Alright, you're running at 11. I'm running at 16, so... Oh, jeez. Queen just got... Okay, Queen got real knocked out hard. Frenchie, you are going to need to double back. I didn't know that those were active, so that is absolutely my bad. What I'm going to do is get everyone to cover and have Frenchie go recover Queen. Generally speaking, the spiders don't corpse camp. Yikes. That could have been way worse than it was. Queen got hit in the head. And obviously, Frenchie's not out of the woods. Now, I did patch her up a little bit, but I'm going to have to do a lot more than I did. Alright, that one's active too. I'm going to pause just a second because I need someone fast to be able to help Frenchie, because Frenchie is not going to be able to lift Queen up and run. Let's try it, actually. 10. Alright. Drop in everything to get to 13. Well, not everything, but most things. Alright, that puts him faster than a spider. And Queen is dying, but still has blood left to be okay. Okay, so, Silver Shade, I know it looks like I'm blasé and not paying attention to Frenchie or Queen right now. That is a big swarm of spiders that are at my doorstep, but if I'm to deal with them, I need to make sure everyone's okay. Alright, so Silver Shade is on his feet. Ron, put the plates away. And most of the Howler armor is probably going to get sold. Mostly because I just don't want to look like a Howler. I know, like Vane or whatever, but still. My preference holds, right? Alright, we are Frenchie. You are running in with Queen. You've got some spiders behind you, though. And they don't seem to be giving up. Okay, well this is about to get interesting. So what I think I'm going to try to do is Silver Shade is going to juke them really hard. So what I'm going to do is, everybody go over here, except for Frenchie. Frenchie, put Queen in the bed. Silver Shade, you're going to... Alright, it worked partially. Beep. It's going to be hard to micromanage this. So, Silver Shade grabbed... Oh, Pillar. These guys are not listening. Alright, hold passive. Frenchie, you are to first aid Queen. So she's not going to die. Thor, you're being chased. Part of me wants to just throw down on this spider. Oh, Angel just took it. Yeah, but the problem is they, like, one-tap me so hard that it's not worth doing. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, I just got Silver Shade annihilated as well. I was planning on going out in the water and being safe that way. Meat Pants, don't go slow. because these spiders in deep enough water can't really touch me. So what I'm going to need to do is send additional help to Silvershade and to Frenchie to pick them back up. So Beep, volunteers, Beep and Green are pretty good swimmers. Everyone else is just going to sit out here in the deep water and keep the spiders at bay. That pathing was pretty funny. Alright, so who's going to follow me? Alright, you want to follow Green, that's fine. Oh. Alright, let's go slower then. I just keep fat fingering this. Or not even fat fingering it, but like just too much is happening. Where our numbers are dwindling. Alright, everybody, jobs off. Everybody, jobs off. As you can see, they're swimming to the jobs, and that will not do. Now, I do believe that the water's deep enough that they can't really hurt us, but I'm just going to keep swimming for now. Queen's gonna regain consciousness soon or later. I also have to remember that Frenchie ditched armor out in the middle of nowhere. Let's go for Silvershade. Green. No, Green doesn't have time. Alright, Beeper. Time to get moving. Now these iron spiders, as you can see, cannot really come inside. They're just sort of stuck outside. Beep, I'm sorry to make you a doctor. What are you guys doing? I have jobs off. You shouldn't be coming in here at all. So I just need to make sure the Green doesn't lose his head. And then we'll go for Silvershade and we'll be fine. Or not fine. Little... Oh, Angel needs patching up too. A little embarrassed that this happened to us, but alive. And that's what matters. These spiders are obviously corpse camping me pretty hard, but Pillar, stop. Whatever you're trying to do, stop. You're on hold, you're on passive, so I have no idea why you're moving. Getting food? Okay. You can get some food at a distance, but I guess not enough. Alright, so Green is patched up. Beep's gonna go for Silvershade and first aid him. No, Beep got intercepted and is really mashed up now. Alright, so Beep is hurt. Queen's still unconscious. She's dying. He's being healed. Okay, so who's next? Ron, maybe? I need people that can carry others, is really what it comes down to. And there's not... Pillar, stop it. You're not eating, dude. You just quit trying. There's not a lot of characters that can pick someone else up and still outrun super dangerous enemies. So Beep has meds to give to Ron. Queen, you have meds to give to Ron. Give the splints to Ron. Guess what? You are triage. Alright, Mr. Ron. How's Frenchie doing? Good job, Pillar. You ate. Alright. You get to pick him up. I'm obviously gonna... Oh, and Hella too. I'm obviously gonna have to just cheese some range here because... At this point, my base is overrun by super dangerous iron spiders, so I gotta do something about that, right? So I think it's time to just bow shoot them until they're dead and gone. Alright, Ron, first aid. Oops. And Angel will then get patched up. Next. Queen's already on her feet, looking for some vengeance. Already taking pot shots out of the Iron Spider. Why wait, right? That Iron Spider seems dead set on getting somewhere. I don't know. Hella, we wanted to turn you possibly into a bow person, right? Possibly, maybe. Let's trade with green. Let's make that happen. What better time than now? Alright, who else is here? Pillar, Ron. So as far as I know, no one is, Ferris is coming for food. No one is wounded anymore that needs medical attention. I do have one spider down here and then one spider up there. We're working on the northern spider. Ferris, don't dislodge it. Okay, green is up. Green, take Silver Shade's crossbow. Alright, Ferris, you are going to prevent other people from getting in the water like they have been. Oh, Ferris just got shot. Friendly fire. That's like sort of funny. So Hella's complaining that they're in the water. Yeah, they are. But you have a crossbow. Let's turn you on range. There we go. Were you not shooting the whole time? I'm thinking that's the case. Alright, let's go get our first aid kit back. And then let's put this... Oops, wrong person. Let's put this armor away, because it weighs a lot. And the electrical components too. And all the books. And then get some bolts. Get back to spider smashing. Operation Get Off My Lawn. Alright. You were going to first aid Ferris so that Ferris could go out and stop them from swimming in. Because thorns... Oh. Yeah, I see the problem. Ferris, trade with Meat Pants. Meat Pants, you have a lot of food now. Everyone out here now has access to food. For the most part. Where'd Queen go? Oh, Queen's resting. Okay, Green, Queen, Hella, your job is not done. This thing needs to be looted, so it's deactivated. Done. And then we have some more, obviously, that need to be rendered inert. I think that's a nicer way of saying than killed. Alright, what are you doing, Queen? Shoot it at ranged. She's like choking up real far. Is it different toothpicks versus toothpicks? No, I don't know why she's choking up. Alright, this thing seems to be stuck on the well or whatever. I'll take advantage of that. Let's see here. I want to... Yeah, let's get rid of this last Iron Spider. There's really not much I can do with it looming there. Plus this one, actually, too. And then we left some on the bridge as well, if I recall. There's one at the start of the bridge. I definitely was followed by more than just these two. I was followed by 4. I don't know where they went. closer. Maybe more accurate. Aim for the head, guys. Knock it out. Knock that spider out of the park. Running kind of low on bolts. But we can turn this dude into bolts. That's the beauty of this, right? We kill one, we use the iron plates, turn them into bolts. Start the process over again. Alright, so those are the majority of the close ones. I still have that one looming on the east that I definitely want to get rid of because it's sort of just sitting there. It's probably not stuck, though. I suspect it moves. If it doesn't, that's fine. Are you actually shooting at it? Alright, I'm also curious. So Silver Shade's back up. Queen is going to hand over the reins to Silver Shade because she is going to start researching all this beautiful research that I have. So, bolts over to Silver Shade. Silver Shade, you fire on that spider. Not on each other. Hella can't afford that. Queen, heal hell up. Alright, yeah, that spider's not moving. I don't really know what it is about them just freezing up, but I'm, in this instance, okay with it. Alright, Ms. Queen, jobs are on. Off to research. So, research. Speaking of which, Hive technology is the new one. So let's get that first. Let's drag that up. And then we have all these Hive books. So let's go into smithing and do Hive armor tier 1 and tier 2. And basic weapon grades as well. Alright, Frenchie, you are definitely not healed up. Rest. Everyone else can go back on jobs. Especially Meat Pants to the farm. My target practice. Oh, and there's live spider out there too in the water. Well, it's good to know that we're able to, like, if we can cheese it, you know, with enough ammunition, we can get them down. That's a lot of ifs, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to put a lot of these pieces of meat and stuff away. And that iron plate box is almost full. These backpacks are going to go one to Hella. Because Hella's going to trade up to a bigger backpack, given that she's changing, oh, it's thorns. Given that she's changing to be crossbow person. I think that's probably a good job for the princes and princesses because I'll tend to use them as the medics, and they're, you know, they're the spokespeople, so to speak. So, all right, thorns, give that to Hella. And then Hella, give that back to Thorns. Green needs a big one as well. Thorns didn't even have room. Alright, Thorns drop one. Green grab it. Green, I think, is actually out of ammunition. Like, truly. But that thing's pretty critical. Red Rain, you don't need to be here. Thorns. Who else? Alright, so Hella. Drop some ammo to Green. Beautiful target practice. Nothing like a live target, right? Alright, and Frenchie maybe gets this last backpack. because Frenchie is a doctor and should probably stay out of the fight a while. And then these small backpacks, I'm sure they'll find a home pretty soon. So I'm going to get all this meat and stuff out of the inventory, and then the research books put away. I might actually have too much hive research. I didn't know how much I needed. I can always sell the rest. So, Frenchie, you are... What am I doing with you? You are giving up your small backpack for a big one. And then I have 3 small ones. Frenchie is eventually going to become a crossbow person, too. Or some weapon that keeps them safer. Alright, so Thor has a backpack. Ches has a backpack. Pillar, you need a backpack? Here you go. Oboro, you need a backpack. Cookie, you need a backpack. Okay, cool. Unconscious, rebooting, good. Alright, green at this point. Job back on, I guess. Alright, so we just got Hive technology. Jay is our chief engineer. So Jay, you are going to stop doing the hemp, grab some food cubes and regular food, and then let's go ahead and set these buildings up. So, the Hive Dome is like, you know, it's just like a general building. I'm going to put one, actually I'm going to put I'll put a dome out here. Hive Station House is a large crafting size building, giving a lot more room. Put that here. And a Hive House will be really good for a throne room, I think. So I'll put that there. Alright, and then Jay here is our house constructor. So let's see what the dome needs. 5 raw material, or 5 building material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 30 foul and 10 raw. Okay, well that's 1 raw, but we need 9 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be everything. And there's more than one engineer. That's fine. Green, you are on the distillery, though. Oh, let's see. Is there more stuff for my hivering notebooks? I don't know. I don't know yet. Campfire cooking allows us to make dried stuff. Okay. Silver Shade and Hella, you're not healed up yet all the way. Ron, you are. Angel, you are too. Job's back on. As you can see, a lot of people are engineering. Jay, where'd you go? Huh, red rains are eating right out of the cooked fish box. That's cool. Actually, it's kind of useful. Alright, Jay's set up to engineer now, properly. Alright, spiders I have to look out for. These all are deactivated. There's one live one here in the water. Every other one around me is not a threat. Cool. That's good to know. So I'm eager to get more buildings built, and this will allow me to, of course, you know, expand a bit. Alright, Ches. For now, let's... Actually, who was our arrow maker before? It was Green, I believe. Oh, he's kind of out of commission, but I'm going to have Green go do that. And Ches, you're just going to man the bio. refinery, making sure we don't run out of fuel. Well, everyone's alive. Surely I fat-fingered a whole lot of dangerous stuff there, but we're good. All right, so here is a hive hut or hive dome. As you can see, it's on a platform. The usable space is awesome because it's flat and open. J. Now it's time to make another something or another. Let's see. We need 30 and 10 again. So 10 and 1, 2, 10, 20, 30. That will make our station house. Station house could be somewhere where I actually craft armor. So that's going to be useful. And we're back to making toothpicks. Good. I desperately need them. I cannot believe how heavy that thing is. Can't wield it. Can't wield it at all. Alright, so meat pants. I know you're doing your best keeping everything watered, but I'll give you some manual help here. Topping off all these farms because there was a lot of thirsty plants. Having sort of locked these guys up in the ocean, it caused these plants to get a mite bit dry. And there, all sorted. It's weird to have just an iron spider laying there. I'll fix that for sure soon. Oh, it just disappeared on its own. Cool. Alright, simple clothing types just got researched. That's great. Now, none of these, as you can see, require the leather that they normally did. So, I'm going to be able to use that leather for armor, which is cool. And we're almost done with yet another building. Did I ate one foul meat, didn't I? Couldn't help myself. At least it wasn't their raw meat, because I do have a severe lack of that. Alright, so there's yet another building. And let's go put some regular food in your inventory so you don't eat the construction materials. And then what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and the last building. And the station house looks very much like a regular station house, but of course it's, you know, hive designed. Oh, and a farm trader is on his way. Cool. That allows us to sell some stuff without having to go anywhere, which is great. Silver Shade's finally back up on his feet. And then I'm going to have to, like, sort of organize the home here. Oh, wow. I'm actually using more power than I have. What is drawing that kind of power? I wonder. So I don't have a whole lot that requires power right now. Guess the arrow making bench. Alright, Jay, you better not have eaten my building materials. Oh no, we have plenty. Okay, great. So the rest of this stuff we can save for later, I suppose. So let's take a quick tour. Jay, having constructed it all, will show us. So this building here definitely looks the nicest on the inside with windows and all that. I would say pretty definitively that this is the Queen's lair for now. So yeah, we will put carpets and make it look nice and all that stuff in there. So I guess throne to start. the throne. And she'll sit back there. Alright. You say you don't have any building materials, but I think you do. Actually, I think these guys do. And maybe, let's see. Safe? I don't need a safe. Honestly, a skeletal repair bed would be great. Because she's a skeleton, so... but I probably want some sort of wall barrier thing so that you can't see me. Like, I can have some sort of privacy or something? I don't know. A partition. Yes, that is what I meant to try to say. Alright, so we will partition this corner here. Arbitrarily, this corner. Now, the vanilla Kenshi uses a lot of partitions, if you look. And then let's put the skeletal repair bed in there as well. And then this gives Queen some privacy when she's repairing herself. Where's the partition? Here it is. All right. There. That looks nice. And then alternatively, or not alternatively, but additionally, we're going to have to add some construction stuff. Like, you know, benches and the like. Oh, so hive tables. And they include, this is also by Camel Spider. These include, like, prosthetic legs instead of table legs. And hive stools, likewise, look pretty similar. A hive bed requires animal skin and building materials. We'll get to that. I'm going to have a little rug here in front of the throne. What I was really looking forward to is some torches. Oh, throne platform. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Hang on. Confirm. Dismantle. Let's go to the platform. See if I can't put it on a platform here. Well, I guess Jay has to get out of the way first, so I'm going to let them construct. And I have a whole lot of hive notebooks, don't I? Guess sake, grog, rum, they're all worth researching at this point. Those are stuff that a lot of the visitors that visit me are going to want to imbibe. Alright, so we're getting the partitions built and some of the tables. And now we don't have people standing around, so we can do a throne platform. Dogs are hanging around. Oh, look at thorns real fast. Dogs are hanging around to eat food. What I'll do, just because it stacks up real nice, is to have each dog take a big stack of fish. Alright, how's it looking in here? Pretty cool. In fact, Angel's using one of the stools herself. Alright, next up, we wanted the throne. And it looks like I'm going to have to place it and then move it in the dev menu. And then I would also like some torches. Eventually, maybe, well, yeah, maybe some interior lights, actually. Because this queen believes in lights more than ones in the past. So electrics, let's do light post. And we'll get there eventually. So we're researching Hive armor tier 1 now, which is cool. I'm super looking forward to that. Can't believe we haven't had a green fruit harvest yet. Yikes. Alright, so now we need electrical components. And Jay, let's give that to you, and then you'll be able to finish that project off. The repair bed is really, really important. You know, going to allow us to have, or allow the queen to have full health for first time in a very, very long time. So, the way to use that is just have her sleep in it. And now her left arm is not 72, but 75. Alright, interior. I do believe I said throne, please, and then they, like, totally didn't build the throne, so I might not have confirmed it. That might be my fault. And all the people that are currently engineering probably have stacks of extra building materials on them, as that is the way it goes. So there's my throne. Go into the dev menu here and go to move to the position that I wanted at. Maybe forward. I don't want it sticking to the wall. Alright, there we go. That might not work until I save and load, because the throne is here and there. It's just the way saving and loading works. Another thing I wanted is lights. So I could do torch posts. Oh, I have these holy street stuff, but I don't like that. Searchlights, which go on the outside. You know, for now, I'm going to do torch posts. And then eventually we'll illuminate this, you know, nicer. But torch posts are fine for now. Where's this farm trader? Farm trader was headed my way. It's... Okay, so it's I don't know, it's looking pretty cool there. Obviously, the throne's not lined up. Yeah, they're obviously having a lot of trouble sitting. The throne's not lined up with that window or anything. Maybe that's something I do in the future. Let's see. Crafting. Alright, at this point, I'm going to take everyone off of engineering and have them put stuff away. It looks like they have already. Cycle through these guys. Yeah, except for Thorn still has some plates, but that's to be expected. Most people have backpacks, which is encouraging. Alright, so yeah, pretty much everyone put their stuff away. All the engineers. So Jay, I want you to come on in here. This is going to be our crafting area. So let's go ahead and do heavy armor smithy. And we'll put that here. And Ron, you're no longer an engineer. Thor, you're no longer an engineer. Silvershade, no longer an engineer. I'm trying to prevent the amount of everyone grabbing the same materials, as it's pretty annoying. Very, very loud ambient music. Cool. And then whenever Jay adds materials, I can help out. And this is the start of armor crafting. And we just got tier 2, which is pretty cool. Be able to make some nice hiver armor. So, let's take a look at the queue here. Hive groin plate, Hive helmets, leg plates, light armor, mast, medium plate. I think I'm going to go with light for now, but let's take a look. It is... So there's a teeny bit of combat speed penalty, but much... What's the weight on this? And the materials. So this is fabrics and armor plating. Actually, it's not that expensive. It's heavy, though. So I'm going to have to go with the light plate armor for now, I think. Pretty much exclusively. Is there also armor that I can crank? No, there's really no armor I can crank up for practice yet. Another thing I'm curious about is leather armor crafting bench. So we'll put that... I'm going to have all my armor sort of on one end. Alright, so Jay, you're bringing... I need 6 more iron plates. I don't need any of the, any of the building materials. I don't know what Silver Shade is doing. Oh, just trying to sit. So when you're starting to make armor, armor crafting is all one skill. And it's best to level it up doing something that you have materials to do sort of infinitely. So this requires fabrics and leather. I have a lot of fabrics and leather, much more than I have iron plates. So these hive leather vests, or leather hive vests, are probably ideal to grind on. But the thing is, I don't have my... I'm going to also do the clothing bench. I don't have the person, the character that I want to be my crafter is not, you know, yet recruited. So that is another issue. Alright, Jay, I only need 3 of these, I think, for the clothing bench. And this should just be fabrics, and that's very, very, very easy to... You know, I have renewable amounts of fabrics, which is great. This clothing also could be pretty useful too. So, for instance, you know, some of the shirts I can, you know, or pants or whatever, rag shirts, they provide benefits. And a teeny bit of armor, but armor nonetheless. And helmets and whatnot. Alright, so those are there. On the other end, we are going to want a plate beating station. That allows us to turn iron into plates that allow us to turn it into armor eventually. Just build one of those. And that requires 4 iron plates. See the trend here? Everything requiring iron. Now the problem is, I'm really not going to have a renewable source of iron until I clear out enough of the mainland to get iron. So that is a pretty significant bottleneck, I'm not going to lie. Alright, what else? I have the looms, the weaponsmith. Alright. So the weaponsmith is going to go on the other end. And, we'll put it up here. A quick reminder, of course, I can craft anything, but the stuff I manufacture myself, I can only use basically the pole arms. Because them's the rules. Make the game a little bit more difficult on purpose. So how are we doing here? We are... Okay, so here we are. We got some traders. I will, in fact, trade. Queen, how about you do it? Show me wares. They have some plates that I'll buy. Now, of course, I'm out of resources, but what I can do is click over here and just sell... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Well, I'll do it like this. Sell them copper. I meant to just... Oh, they can't even afford more copper. Okay. Buy more plates. Buy a research book. Yeah, they don't really come equipped with a whole lot of stuff. I'm not sure I need the hiver notebooks. I will buy the first aid kits, though. And, yeah, they don't really have much. I'll buy some food just to be able to offload some more copper. Alright, that's all the stuff they can afford, so that's a bummer. I thought we could actually do some real trade there, but not really. They're too poor. All right, so the weaponsmith. Let's see what we got here. We got Naginata and Naginata katanas. Probably most interested in making the Naginatas. Because I like them. But again, we don't have the weaponsmith I want to recruit either. Heavy polearm is also pretty good. I might even make heavy polearms. But we'll have to see. So, that's about all the time I have for this episode, but I gotta say, the Hive is looking pretty cool, right? It is different, it is growing, I love the new buildings, and yeah, we have a brighter future now than we did before, when everyone was unconscious from all those iron spiders. If you have any tips for me, let me know. If you have any feedback, drop me a line. If you'd like to discuss anything about Kenshi, Discord is the place to be. And again, thanks to all the viewers for supporting the series and all the patrons for your patronage. I'll catch you all later. Adios.